Oh, there it is, I think. Hi. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Penny. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live, my third live. Hi, everyone. So today I'm crocheting this ribbing. I just thought I would show you guys, those who are interested. Good evening, Laddie. Hi, Tonia. So I'm crocheting this ribbing for this top that I've been doing. I think, like I said in the last video, I like this ribbing. It's made of half double crochet. It's better than the single crochet ribbing. So, and it's stretchy. It's 1 a.m. and I'm crocheting too. What time is it here? Yeah, it's 6 minutes to 1. So, yeah, 1 a.m. Is this the, yeah, this is the second panel. I managed to finish the first panel today, and now I'm starting on the second panel. And this is the ribbing. I'm using the half double crochets in the back panel only, and I'm doing, I think, 18 stitches, so I got a count because I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and my last one. So this is how it's going. Why is my, oh, I made my phone the wrong way. No wonder. Like, why is my phone looking like that? I put it the wrong way. Yeah, this is better, right? Hope it doesn't fall. And I'm drinking some Prosecco, so you're welcome. Will there be a tutorial for this pattern? Looks pretty. Of course, there will be a tutorial as usual. So the beginning, I like chain a 1 and then turn like my work, and I only work in the back loops only with a half double crochet. Like, hi. Yeah, there's going to be a tutorial for this. I already worked on the first panel, and it's done. I found a girl who goes through both loops at the end of the row. And it comes out. I know that you can also go through both loops at the end, but I don't want to do that because I don't want it to be like straight. I want it to have some character, you know. You can also go through 2 loops at the end, but I didn't want that for this exact pattern that I'm making. So yeah, that's why. But of course, you can always go to loops. I think I've used this ribbing in so many of my skirts, and yeah, sometimes I go through the 2 loops at the end or just one loop. Depends on what I'm making and how I want it to look. Thank you, Brittany. Oh, I read it wrong. I think it's Brittany. You learned from me first? Ah, okay. That's amazing to hear. Yeah, the red cardigan, granny square or granny stitch. I think it's the granny stitch cardigan, the red one. A lot of people did that cardigan. It got a lot of attention that I didn't expect, but people loved it a lot. So your first ever project, wow, that's crazy. It was a big project. So if you managed to do that as your first project, then cardigans are addictive. If you've already made three, I can imagine that because cardigans can be addictive, especially when you get to the hang of how they're made. Pattern uneven through it took me time to finish. I prefer the. Huh? I prefer it, really. Yeah, it kind of looks so faster because, but when you think about it's a very long chain from one palm to the other palm. It kind of takes a little bit of time, but it's quite easier and faster to do. My favorite stitch, it depends, it's different stitches. I like to do the half double crochet because it can be, if I have to do projects that are not see-through, like if I want something tight and not see-through, then I have double crochet. But if I want something quick, like the granny stitch is very quick because it's just a fast stitch. Yeah, I think those are some of my favorite basic stitches, definitely. Hi, Jackie. Welcome to my live. I like that you do your patterns to measure. Yeah, I also like that. It's not always that you find patterns that you can adjust, and when you're able to, I think it's easier for people to adjust and be able to make their own, versions of the pieces if you're able to adjust them. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Duchess. Hi, Esther. Hi, Grace. Yeah, I don't go live so often. I think this is my third live. So if you caught me today, then, I think most of you from the US are awake by now. Most of us, I think, in Europe, in Africa, wherever, um, people are already in bed because it's 1 a.m. So usually when I go live, the USA people don't catch me live. But yeah, today I went live late. Thank you so much. Your work is amazing. Thank you. Thanks for all that. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. It's midnight in Nigeria. Yeah, so no, here in Europe it's 1 a.m., but it's just close. I'm in New Jersey. Oh, okay. So your evening just started. 11. Wait, Ghana and Nigeria not the same time or what? That was 11 and up. Okay. Horse racing. I've never watched horse racing in real. That must be fun. Hi from Istanbul. It's 12 a.m. in UK. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it matches my nails. The color. I think it's the color of the season. It's everywhere. This, especially this one. That is it the lime yellow, or I don't know the exact color name, but it's the color of the season. It's everywhere. Good night. Your work is amazing here in St. Vincent. It's 7. You're going to bed at 7, Alec Maria. 1 a.m. crocheting in the house. I know, right? Me too. Late crocheting is like the best. Okay, I have to count my stitches. I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I'm doing 18 stitches on every row. Your current project is a cardigan. I also love to crochet cardigans. The tutorial is coming soon. It's I'm working on this top. I think those of you who have been live before know it. It's this is the ribbing at the bottom, and then it's the granny stitch. It's like it's going to. This is like the sleeve. It's like a sleeveless top. And I'm going to put kind of a ribbing here at the sides, and then at the neckline here a little bit of ribbing, so that yeah, it's just like a simple sleeveless top. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was hoping I could finish it tomorrow, but I don't know. It's already Sunday. I'm not sure if I will be able to finish. Hi, Michael. Like a vest? Not like a vest, because it has like it not so open like a vest by the sleeves. It's a little bit, but it's like a vest. Let's say it's just a sleeveless top, but not so much like a vest, because it has like a little round neck and it's not so open by the sleeves. But we will see. I'm not really sure how it ends up. That's what I had in mind, but it could turn out different. I'm doing one of his skirts, pigs and van. The colorful skirt. You measured yourself wrong. Do you know how I can make the skirt bigger? I'm not on the halfway and just realized a bit too small. Normally, normally I don't know, normally when you're done, it should be able to stretch around your hips. So if you can stretch it and like stretches around your hips, then that would be okay. But if you stretch it and it doesn't go around your hips, then there's no way you can make it bigger. You just have to start again. So from the start, you should be able to stretch it, that it stretches around your hips. That's like the main thing. Or you can use, I don't know, you can use like a bigger hook. If you use like a bigger hook and then the top part is a little bit bigger, then I think that's also okay. Because if you use like a bigger hook, then it kind of gets a little bit bigger, just a little bit. Hi from London, just making your. I think that's my favorite cardigan. The bubble stitch cardigan is my favorite. And a lot of people have recreated that cardigan, and every person that recreates it loves it. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. When did you start crocheting? I don't know. I've always crocheted since I was a kid, but not wearables. And then I stopped once I was about 13. I stopped crocheting and picked it up again in 2020, no, 2019, I think. So yeah. I was using a 3 mm, but do you think that 3.5 or 4? I would suggest a 4, or I would suggest a 4 mm hook, or maybe even a 4.5. It depends on how much you're lacking, you know. So you can try like a 4 and see how, if how much it increases. If not, then try a 4.5. I wish I would read the. Is that Portuguese? I think it's Portuguese. I can't read Portuguese. Ten centimeters. Where is my measuring tape? I need to see how much 10 centimeters is. Oh, I think we might need a 4 or a 4.5. Maybe a 4.5. Are you lacking 10 centimeters when you stretch it, or I'm not sure? So you can do like 2 rows with a 4 and stretch it and see if that part, has increased. And if not, then you switch to a 4.5. Hi, mimi naomba unielekeze kushona mkono. What's kushona mkono? I don't know what kushona, what do you mean by kushona mkono? But kama nataka kujua kushona, niko na videos kwa channel yangu. Otherwise, hiyo ndio njia pekee naweza kufunza. Hakuna ingine. I started crocheting last year, followed your tutorials, and Ladenza. Oh, this is my favorite crochet. That's cool. I like her videos too. Hmm. Hi, people. Just motivates me to push some orders. I remember when I used to do orders, I would be like crocheting all the time, in the night when you have like deadlines to push. I will try and make. Yeah, you do that. Try a 4 and then go to a 4.5. You're surprised I speak Swahili. Of course I speak Swahili. I'm from East Africa. If you don't want to change hook, if you don't want to change hook, then you have to unravel everything and start over. That's all I can say. Or you can make some increases. That can also do. You can make some increases, but I would suggest maybe you make the increase when you're on that other part of the hips, because then it would look a little bit kind of weird. Or unless you make the increases not at the start and end of the row, but you make them like in like my English is disappearing. You make them like within the row, not at the beginning and the end. Then it will not look kind of weird. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Because if I make an increase here and here, then it's obvious, it goes like this. But if you make a little bit of in here in the middle, then it's not so obvious. You can somehow get away with it. Don't you do orders anymore? No, I don't do orders, and I don't do orders anymore because yeah, it's not so profitable for me to do orders, honestly. People don't like to pay good money for handmade stuff, and yeah, so it's not worth it for me at the moment. But probably I will start again. Depends on who's buying. I make some customs, of course, if it's good money, but if it's not worth it, then I don't. I was doing a lot of orders before I started, um, with YouTube and all this other stuff. Yeah, I don't have so much time. If I were to do an order and if I were to also make videos, it requires a lot of time that, and unless I have, like second hands and like people that help me out, but I'm alone at the moment, so that doesn't work for me so much. Make delivery is where they durable yarn is available in Europe. So if you I think it's available in Europe. It's also available in the UK and I think Brazil I've seen. So you can just search your region. You just go online and search durable yarn and see if there is any online stores that sell it near you or something, because if you search for durable yarn, then it will show you, if it is available if you search the internet, just Google durable yarn this, then it will bring you a couple of places that sell it. Because the website itself, they don't sell retail. It's more of wholesale. They sell to retailers. So if you're looking like to buy, two packets or something, you will not find that. Now, it's more of they wholesale. So if you go to their website, then you input your address, they give you and you input your address, they give you the locations of the physical shops that are, near you. Otherwise, to buy it online, then you'll just have to search durable yarn and see what shops are near you. But if you're in Europe, you can also buy it online on my front shop or shop front. I think there are links on my Instagram for that, and also I normally link it to my YouTube videos whenever I use the yarn, the durable yarn. I'm working on your lightweight cardigan. I'm nervous and excited. You messaged me on Etsy. Yes. It will work out, really. It's not a hard pattern. It's quite, once you're done the sleeves, and it's quite straightforward. It's just 2 panels, so it's quite easy. So you'll be okay. Lass mich dir zeigen, ob ich Deutsch spreche. Okay. Ich werde versuchen, es zu googeln. Yes, es gibt nicht so viel, aber ich habe, baby, what do you call some shops? What do you call some shops in German?
Some shops?
Yeah, online shops. How do you say some online shops?
Einige Online-Shops.
Okay, ja, einige Online-Shops. Ich habe einige Online-Shops gesehen. So, du kannst Google, and yeah, you will get some online shops that sell it. I think I saw one called like Volley Deutschland or something. Also, you can buy mein front shop. Ich habe links in mein Bio description box. Du kannst auch diese Link einkaufen bei diesem Link. Entschuldigung. Ich muss mehr Deutsch lernen. I'm making a top. Do you sell on Etsy? No, I only sell written patterns. I don't sell actual pieces here. This is what I'm making. I'm using, it's a top using the granny square, the granny stitch. So yeah. So if you go to my Etsy, I sell written patterns for some of my work. I think I have about 12 patterns there so far. I'm trying to make more, and more will be coming. So you can always check that out if you like written patterns. It's SC Crochets shop on Etsy. I also have on Yancy.com patterns. For those in Europe, I think it's cheaper for you to shop my patterns on Yancy.com actually. But yeah, if you like to shop on Etsy, it's also fine, but it's a bit cheaper if you buy my patterns if you're in Europe, on Yancy.com. I'm using a 3mm hook for this one. Yes, get inspired. Start crocheting or knitting. What does a crochet? It's funny. You're the first person to ask me this. People never ask what SC crochets is. It's it's from my name and my nickname. uh, it's Agnes for A, and C. My nickname that people don't know is China, which funny because I don't use that so much anymore. But people who went to school with me and grew up with me call me China, whoever is from wherever I'm from. So it's like AC, and then short form of my name and my nickname, and then crochet. How tight to pull? I always seem to over tighten near the end and spend 20 minutes trying to get it even. I don't know if there is a method for how to feel when crocheting the tension. I really don't know how to answer that because yeah, I don't know. I cannot help you with that. It's just a feeling. Like when I start, if I want my stitches to be loose, then I try to keep the tension that loose. Sometimes it's not easy, especially when you're working panels. Sometimes you start on one panel and then it's loose, and then you start another panel and your tension changes and then it's tighter. But somehow I try to keep it uniform. I don't know how, it's just a feeling. What is the name of the yarn? This one that I'm using is Volido, but it's only available in Europe, I think. So that might be hard for you to get if you're not from here. So it's this Volido. It's Kira yarn, and it's 100% cotton yarn. So this is what I'm using for this top. But you can use any other yarn, if you're not able to get this. It's more like mercerized yarn. So it's cotton mercerized. It's a bit silk. It's not I don't like to use the other cotton that is kind of, the texture is hard, and that's hard to crochet with. I like more of silky mercerized, then it's easy to crochet with. China. It is that China, but I spell it different, like a CHYNA. But for me, just on my name. I didn't have any other name for it. Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, I thought SC, it's short and easy for people to remember that, than other than Agnes, and then oh, China, that's was quite going to be hard. So I just took two initials of my names and just used that because I thought it would be easy if people wanted to search me on the internet or on social media or something. It would be easy to recall too. Thank you so much, Betsy. Good night. Good night, laddie. Thank you so much, Fotzi. Do you come up with your own crochet patterns? Yes, I do. I come up with my own crochet patterns, but I get a lot of inspiration from everywhere on the internet, really, or on the street, everything. But I come up with the patterns. Thank you. I cannot read your name because I don't know how to read Arabic, but thank you. Who taught you how to crochet? Grandma. Your grandma taught you. I Honestly, I can't remember. I grew up, among um, artistic people, not in terms of, in terms of crocheting and embroidery and making baskets and all this stuff. So I don't really exactly remember so much, like exactly who taught me, but I guess friends, cousins, my mom, everybody crochets. My sister crochets. They don't do anymore, but when we were young, they used to. So yeah, and that was for tablecloths and stuff, not wearables. Wearables, I just taught myself, I think, um, about 6 years ago. So yeah. Hi, Taylor. I don't know. I think I check my rows and maybe I've crocheted too much. Let's see. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, so I have a few to go. How many hours did you take to complete the first panel? I really don't know because I crochet in beads, really, like, but it doesn't take me long. I just started this, like, I don't know. We've been live for about 40 minutes, and this is because I'm live, so I'm not crocheting fast, but I could have finished probably this band in like 20 minutes or less. And then this other one is because it was the first panel I was creating, I kept, unraveling because you do something and then you feel that's not right, and then you unravel and all that. But if I were to do this now for this panel, I could do like in 2 hours and I'm done, because I think I used only 2 skeins, so not so much. Didn't take me a long time. It only takes me a longer time because I had to design and then I have to shoot. If I like now this, I need to shoot the tutorial for it. So which means once I'm done with the band, then now I need to go and shoot the tutorial. So I have to wait for tomorrow when there is natural light, because I don't like to shoot with this kind of light. So that slows me down because now I have to wait for tomorrow. I could have done a few more rows today, but yeah. So if I didn't have to shoot tutorials or make Instagram content or whatever, I could do this whole top in like a night, honestly. So, crazy how straight the waves are with no guide, the waves are with no guides, no less. This, to make it straight, you just need to know where you're placing your first stitch and your last stitch, and make sure your stitches are the same on every stitch. So I'm making 18 stitches. Like if I'm not sure if I got to the end or not, then I count, and then I know I have 17, and then I know I have to make my last one in this little last stitch, because I'm making only single crochet at the end, so at the beginning. So this one I have to make a single crochet, and then I chain one, and then I turn my work, and then I know, of course I skip that chain, but then this is going to be my first stitch. So if I put my first stitch here, then I need to do 17 more, And I know if I get to the end here, that's not the end. My last stitch is somewhere on top of that chain one that I did, and then it keeps straight. So you just have to always make sure you're putting your first stitch and your last stitch where they need to be, and count your stitches in this case when you're not sure, and then everything is straight. But of course your tension has to be right too. Tension is also important in this case, then everything looks very neat. But I like this the half double crochet stitch ribbing better than the single crochet, because I think that single crochet stretches too much, and this looks more like a knitted, knitted stitch, and I think it's cleaner and looks neater. Yeah, I love it. Or it has really big holes or either at the end. What causes this? It depends, I think, also how many stitches you're putting at the end. And also, like, I'm only putting one stitch at the beginning, like a single crochet. But if I were to put two stitches, not stitches, chains, then I would rather prefer to put my last stitch and first stitch in 2 loops instead of only the back loop. I don't know if you understand. So the last stitch will be in both loops and not just one loop. If I was to use like two chains at the beginning. And of course also the holes. Yeah, I think, yeah. And also it has to do with like the size of the hook, because I like to use small hook sizes. This is like size 2, in between size 2 and 3 yarn, and I'm using a 3mm. Most people don't like to use small hooks, but small hooks gives you the neatest work. The crochet too fast for you. There is a slow feature on YouTube. You can always slow it down instead of watching it in that same, I don't know. I always think I don't crochet fast. Most of the information that you need, I say it out instead of, watching. Because when you watch, sometimes you don't catch what I'm crocheting unless you slow it down. But if you listen to what I'm saying and follow what I'm saying, actually, like if you listen to me, then it gets easier for you, other than trying to see where I'm putting my stitch and all that. Because if I say, oh, put a double crochet in the first stitch, maybe if I do this, I'm too fast for you. But if you listen and you think and know that, oh, I'm putting a double crochet in this very first stitch, then you'll put a double crochet. But other than trying to see, So if it's more important that you listen and watch other than just watching. Because sometimes I think I'm very slow. So much work, like shooting a tutorial and filming a short video and edit, and all other people finally 100 views. It's a lot of work, of course, because you have to make the content. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So you're shooting a tutorial, you're doing some shorts for, I don't know, Instagram, you're doing TikTok, you're going live, you're doing all this stuff. So it's necessary. So you have to do it. And it doesn't matter if you get 100 views. You never know when you can get 10,000 or 1,000. You never know. So you just have to keep doing and just not give up. Then one day it works out. Perfect for me. I do listen and follow. That's I love your pattern. Thank you. It's really important to listen and watch. Otherwise, you cannot just depend on watching. It's listen, because I say important information other than in what I say when I explain. It's always in there. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Doing crochet along. I meant about doing a crochet. Oh, you mean this? I don't know, because I don't know what you mean. You mean like if I'm live and I'm doing a crochet along, it's not really like I'm trying to teach you. It's just like a crochet along, you know. It's you're just crocheting along with me. It's not like a really a lesson or something. That's why I'm quite slow. Maybe it's just the camera angle you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm slower than my normal speed. So of course this crochet alongs I'm not showing you you know, it's just a crochet along, it's not a lesson because I will have of course a detailed tutorial on YouTube, then you can always watch that. And also for if I make a reel or a short, it's just 1 minute, so I cannot. You don't expect me like to show you every detail in 1 minute, because if I show you every detail, this is what happens in the YouTube tutorial. It takes 40 minutes. So you can't put that 40 minutes in 1 minute and expect to learn everything. I so it happens a lot with TikTok people. TikTok people always think they want to learn the whole pattern in 1 minute, but it's impossible. You know, you cannot do that. There's no way I can compress 40 minutes in 1 minute and help you learn the pattern. I just show you the steps that I take to make this pattern, you know, the beginning, the first panel, second panel, join, and this, just the steps so that, but if you go to YouTube, then you have everything slowed down and explained. Like you're making an item and other people are making your item too. Uh, do you understand her question? Because I don't understand it. I don't really understand what you make. So you mean my tutorials? Because the crochet alongs, this is what I'm saying. I normally show you as I talk, and most of the important information is in what I'm saying. Others will make an item and encourage people to purchase the pattern and make that item also. I don't know what you mean. I also have patterns, so you can always purchase. I have an Etsy shop. If I say it's available in my Etsy shop, you can always purchase and kind of like making your item together. But I don't do crochet along, so that's why I don't know. When you say I'm fast in my crochet alongs, I don't do crochet alongs because you know I don't have the time. I cannot shoot a tutorial, do reels, and do lives, and then do crochet alongs because I don't have the time. I crochet in the most weird places. I could be on a bus, I could be in a car, I could be, I don't know, anywhere. So I don't do crochet alongs. So I'm not fast on my crochet alongs because I don't do them. I've been crocheting for I don't know, since I was a child, took a break and then started again in 2019. She's talking about a group activity where you make a top or skirt or shorts over a month. You mean that people just crochet along with you? Oh, okay. Now I get you. No, I don't do that. So, because you know why I wasn't getting you? Because you said, oh, you're so fast in your crochet alongs. So I was wondering, is it the video? Is it the reels? Is it no? I don't do crochet alongs, so I cannot be fast, and I don't have the time. That is why I don't do them. I've never done a crochet along. Maybe you can. I don't know. How do people do crochet alongs? Maybe it might be interesting for me to start. Let me see how many I have. Oh, I'm done with my my band. So I guess I'll shoot the rest of the part tomorrow when I have proper daylight. And it's coming to 2 a.m. So I finish my drink and then I go to bed. Thank you so much, all of you, for following along, for crocheting with me. I do a lot of yapping, but yeah. So tomorrow I will do the rest of this other part. And once I'm done with this, and then just join the two panels together, and then we'll do some ribbing around the sleeves and the neckline. This is my neckline. And hopefully I can have the tutorial ready next week, because I only have tomorrow and then, yeah, back to school. Thank you so much. Ooh, excuse me. Skirt. Everybody said to do. Might be good. You should try cardigans. Cardigans are, are easier than skirts and stuff. Practice with cardigans, especially my cardigans are done like in 4 or 5 panels, so they're quite easy to do. So I think a cardigan would be easier than a skirt. Doing a skirt, especially if it is like something that like a fitting skirt, can be not so easy if you're a beginner. So thank you, everybody. I think I'll end this live here. Thank you so much for your support. If you want my written patterns, they are on Etsy, and videos, of course, are here. And you can also follow me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, I'll see you again next time. Thank you so much. Have a good night, good day, good evening from wherever you are. So bye, guys.